Hello there and welcome to another episode of our phenomenal Kaizen live series. Tonight we're discussing something very important. Of course, we keep it straight to the point. 30 minutes of raw value spilling everywhere, sometimes shorter. The idea is that we're going to teach you something about making money online, sales and marketing, and generally staying profitable as an online business owner. Are you ready for tonight? If you're ready for tonight, I want you to leave a comment in the chat box. Type ready, 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 ready. Are you ready? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Are you ready? Type ready, 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 ready. You there? Great, 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 great. Let us do this right now. So we're talking tonight, reasons why people buy. Reasons why people buy. So basically tonight I'm going to be taking you a few reasons why people make buying decisions so that you can look at your sales process and kind of adjust. Because when you know why people buy stuff, it's easy to get them to buy stuff from you. But if you don't know why people buy, you keep experimenting and experimenting and experimenting and trial and error and failing and waste a lot of money before you eventually figure it out. Anyway, that's why I'm holding this series, that's why I'm holding this event, that's why I'm holding this training, so that you will not have to waste a lot of money to figure these things out. We are giving you everything direct, straight to the point. That said, let us delve into the matter. Why do people buy? Why do people make buying decisions? Why do people make purchases? Why do people bring out their money and give to a vendor or an online business owner in exchange for the person's product or service? Why do people do all that? You're getting your answers now. So number one, reason why people buy. Number one, write it down. People buy people. People buy people. So if you run an online business, especially an online business, one way to get people to trust you is to constantly show the face behind the brand. Because really, people don't buy from a brand, quote unquote. People buy from humans. They buy from people. So if you can show somebody there's actually a face behind this brand, it's not just a social media page with a nobody that is trying to run away with your money, then they feel more confident and safe to buy stuff from you. There's somebody saying, I'm not showing my face, I'm not confident enough, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to show your face 24/7, but try to put a face to the brand. Because people buy people. Let there be a face. It might not even be your face necessarily. It might be the face of your staff. People want to know that they are interacting with human beings that they can trust. That's what people want to know. So don't hide your face. Don't hide your face. Show your face. Show your face. Let people know that there's a face behind the brand. Sometimes you can just come, you can post for a shot and just put the face behind the brand. Just something, just to let people know that there's a human behind this brand. Because why? People don't buy from brands. People buy from human beings. I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were really talking about something. And he said that one thing he has discovered really is that at the end of the day, there's nothing like B2B. The business to business, business to business. At the core of it, right, it is H to H. Not B2B, not B2C, not B2B2C. It is H to H. The selling is happening from human to human, H to H, human to human. Think about it. It's not a business, quote unquote. For example, I want to service Shell, right? It's not Shell, quote unquote, that will give me the job or the contract. It is a human being in Shell. You get the point now? So it is H to H, human to human, human to human. So always try to identify a personality behind your brand because that increases trust and gets people to buy from you. The reason number two is this. People buy emotionally and justify it with logic. People buy because of emotions and then they justify with logic. Listen, it happens every single time. People can say, some people say, I'm not an emotional buyer, I'm a logical buyer, right? But is it really true? I can agree that people tend to lean to the logical part most of the time, but there is majorly an emotional reason, plenty times. Just that the logic now makes sense, so they justify it with logic. Think about a lot of things you have bought. Some women go to the market and they plan to buy stuff, then they see a bowl. And they just like how the bowl is, the color, the shape, and everything. It was not part of their list. It was not in their budget. They buy it. Right? And they buy it because I just like them, quote unquote. I just like it for international audience. Okay? They just fell in love with the bowl instantly and bought it. Is there a logical reason for buying that bowl at the moment? There is no logical reason. The bowl just appealed to their emotions. They liked it. It looked fine, and they bought it. When they want to justify with logic, you hear something like, I knew I've always been needing an extra bowl in the house. So when I saw this one and I liked it, I just decided to buy it. You're not planning to buy the bowl before, but because it was appealing, because it appealed to your emotions, you went ahead to buy it, and you now justify it with logic. That's like this. When it's God, they did not plan to buy gown. They did not plan to buy gown, but they see a gown and they just buy it. Right? Because there's a lot of a rush of plenty emotions. Oh, this guy is going to make me look sexy. This guy is going to make me look very beautiful. This guy, you will now hear that. I've always needed a black gown. So I went out. I was not planning to buy the gown, but I just saw that, this black gown actually looked like what I really wanted. So I bought the black gown. They're trying to justify with logic, but deep down, it's an emotional something. So people buy because of emotions. People buy because of emotions and justify it with logic. So as the business owner, if you can find an emotional reason to get people to buy stuff, right, they will always buy from you. If you can find a way to tie it to their emotions and somehow justify with logic, they always buy from you. That is it. You know, I used to share a lot of people that have been following me, how that I used to work in the supermarket. And when I worked in that supermarket, I learned it from my boss anyway. I literally used to get people to buy more stuff than they came to buy by simply appealing to their emotions. So, for example, a man walks in, he's just coming back from work, he walks in and maybe he came to buy toiletries for the family. Maybe their toiletries are exhausted and he came to restock and buy more. As he's going, I just quickly tell him, sir, you not buy juice for the children, no? And then they say, that's true. These children will like juice. Oh yeah, bring it. How much is this? And then I bring the small children juice and give it to the guy. And he pays for it. Now, why do you think he went ahead to buy that juice for his kids? Is it because if they don't drink the juice, they are going to die? No, they are not going to die. They are not going to die if they don't drink the juice. But, buying that juice portrays him as a caring father, as a provider, as one that loves to make his kids happy, fend for his kids. So when the kids are coming and saying, Daddy, welcome, and they jump, and then they carry his bag, Daddy bought us juice, and they are jumping and jumping, that satisfaction, that fulfillment is one of the emotional reasons that makes the man to buy the extra juice, even when he did not plan to buy it. But they might not justify with logic, oh, they're my children, I love to give them juice, they will need juice. It's an emotional reason first, and then being justified by logic. Check for every single time you buy something. At least 95% of the time, there's first an emotional reason, and then everybody's trying to justify with logic. Because really, people don't like to believe that they buy emotionally. That is why there's always a logical part of the justification. But at the end of the day, people buy things because of emotions and justify it with logic. When you say trend, maybe back in the day, there's this Wizkid shirt that was trending, this Starboy shirt. Everybody, I didn't wear it though. Everybody you see wearing Starboy, the cap, Starboy cap. Is it that there was no other cap in the market to buy? No, but wearing it to make them, as per Wizzy fans, how do they call it now? Wizkid FC, exactly. As per Wizkid FC, they look like Starboy and everything. In that emotional rave, they go ahead and make those buying decisions and buy Starboy. Right? Mattel is selling a lot today in Nigeria. Mattel, be the Swift. Because of Davido. Mattel was already existing. Right? But now, everywhere you go today in the mall, you see Mattel. That's because of Davido. Davido made it popular. And people that love Davido are keen into it and buying Mattel. Not because Mattel is the only drink there. but there's an emotional reason. Our idolo has advertised it, so we buy. Not me though, I don't take alcohol, but you get the point, right? Cool. So that is it basically. So people buy because of emotions and justify with logic. So what you want to do on this is to figure out what are the emotional reasons. Maybe the clothes will bring out that shape. Emotional reason, right? Maybe when you buy this course, you'll be able to live your dream life. When you buy this course, you'll be able to fly in all those private jets, all those things. Emotional reasons. So people buy because of emotion first, and then they justify it with logic. Do with this what you will. So number 3, people buy the solution. People buy the solution. So if you can find a way to position your product as a solution, then people will buy from you, because people like to buy the solution. So if you can position your product, if you can position your service as a solution to people's problems, then people are going to hand you their card to swipe and, solve their problem. For example, let's say there are 2 people selling different things. A woman pushing wheelbarrow selling food, and somebody selling beard oil. And both of them are passing through a construction site with a lot of men working and all that. Who do you think those people are going to patronize at that point? Notice they are men and they all have beards. But there's a person selling beard oil, there's somebody selling food. Who are they going to patronize at that point? They are going to patronize the woman selling food because the woman is solving their immediate problem. Do they need beard oil? Yes, but not now. Not now, not the right location, not the right timing. So if you can find a way to position your product as one that solves people's problem at a particular point in time, then you will get them to buy from you. Remember the first one, people buy people. Remember the second one, people buy because of emotions and justify with logic. Remember the third one, people buy the solution. Now the fourth one, people buy because of convenience. People buy because of convenience. If you can make your sales process convenient for people, then they will buy more from you. Because why? They like convenience. They like it easy. If the product can get to them at their doorstep, gone, they don't need to go out and come to your office or come to your shop and everything, then it's easier for them to pay more. People are willing to pay more for comfort. People are willing to pay more for convenience. So if you can make it easy for them, they will pay more. I'll give you an example. When I go to cut my hair at the salon, I pay 500 naira to cut my hair. My haircuts are usually not so pricey. I pay 500 naira to cut my hair. Whenever the barber comes to my office to cut my hair, I pay 2,500 naira. I prefer most of the time to pay the 2,500 than the 500. And why is that? I consider the cost. When I'm going to the salon, I have to take boats, I have to take boat back and all that. When the price accumulates and everything, is sometimes more than 2,500. But I get to pay him just 500. But if he comes to my office, I don't have to take the struggle of going through boat and going. He just comes here, takes my clipper, cuts my hair. I pay him higher than I would have normally paid him. Why? Because it is now convenient for me to do so. People buy because it is convenient. Think about Uber, think about Bolt. I don't need to stand under the sun and wait for a taxi and I'm shouting a drop. I just simply take my phone and book my ride and the driver is at my doorstep to pick me up. Easy, is more pricey than the regular taxis, but people still pay regardless. I mean, if you took a regular taxi, let's say, for example, you're taking a taxi from Rumola in Port Harcourt, right, to Toba, you pay anything around 250 or 300 thereabouts on that taxi. But if you're taking a boat from Rumola to Toba, you're going to pay anything around 1,200 to 1,500. But people pay more because taking a boat is more convenient and comfortable. So people usually pay more for convenience. People buy because of convenience. So find a way to make your process convenient. And a lot of people already applying it. Laundry guys that come to render home service. They come to your house. You don't need to come. They come to your house and pick up your clothes and go launder it and bring it back. Barbers that render home service. I just mentioned my barber already. They come to your house, cut your hair, and get paid. It is convenient. People buy, people pay more because of convenience. Speaking about barbers, the other day, Burna Boy flew his barber from Lagos to Accra to go and cut his hair and come back to barber. Why did he do that? It's convenient for him. He had a show in Accra. He couldn't use another barber because, men, we are so loyal to our barbers. I mean, I hardly barb if it's not my barber. It takes the grace of God because I don't want anybody to ruin my hair. You ruin my hair, and then I tell you to shine it. Just shine it. I want to shine it. And then when people ask me, I say, I wanted to change my look. You don't have to change your look. The guy has ruined your hair, and so you have shined it. So, that said, right, find a way to make your process convenient. Find a way to make it easy for people to get your products. For example, if you're doing offline trainings, find a way to also package that as an online training. You can do both. So people that know your immediate location can actually access that training and pay you. You make more money that way. People buy because of convenience. So if you can make the process easier, if you can make the process convenient for them, why not? You make more money and they feel more comfortable and satisfied. You win, they win. See that? People buy because of what? Convenience. Next one, and that's the last one for tonight. Number 5. People buy because of recommendations. People buy because of recommendations. Think about it. When you go to the Apple iOS store or the Google Play Store and you want to download an app or something, what do you first do? You first check the reviews, right? You see 1 star, you see 3 stars. This one have 1 star, I'm not downloading it. You see 3 stars, you see 5 star, and all that. Why? Because people trust what other people say about you more than what you say about yourself. People trust what other people say about you more than what you say about yourself. So if you can find a way for more people to say good things about you, if you can find a way for more people to mention you to other people, then it's easier for you to land the sale. Because people buy because of recommendations. If my friend recommends a product or a service or a vendor to me, it's easier for me to buy because my defense barrier is low and my trust is high based on the fact that I have a trusted ally that recommended this person. Do you get the point? People buy because of recommendations. Think about it. All the times I've gotten a referral recommendations, notice that those sales are easier and the clients are not usually tough clients. Why? Because they trust you, not because of you, but because of the person that recommended you. So if you can get more people to say good things about you, if you can get more people to recommend you, then you're going to get more sales. I mean, a lot of people in my circle, right? If I want to buy something today, I just need to inbox somebody. Something that's not within my reach. I need to inbox someone and say, Alpha guy, do you know anybody that does this? Do you know anybody that does this? Do you know anybody? Link me up with somebody that does this. The guy that edits my videos has gotten around 3 more gigs that pays him a lot of money. Why? Because of my simple recommendations. Those people did not need to ask him plenty questions. Because I was able to recommend and mention and say, this guy does my stuff for me. He can do your stuff for you as well. Go ahead and pay him. And they pay him as much as 6 figures, 7 figures to do that stuff. Why? They're leveraging Joseph Don's trust to do business with the guy. Right? And make sure when people recommend you, you don't fold their hand. Make sure you don't mess up. That's why people are skeptical when it comes to recommendations. Because they don't want to soil their name. They don't want to mess their name up. Go and recommend somebody and the person messes up. That's crazy. You should not do that as a business owner. As you know, I've heard plenty sagas. Somebody recommend you, you now ran away with the money, you now did this, you now deliver the service, and all that. That's crazy. And furniture guys, this is me calling all of you out. Furniture guys are very fond of that thing. Very, very fond of it. You recommend them to somebody and then they go and blow it. They go and show their true color. They go and fall your hand. Right? So I'm very skeptical these days when it comes to recommending people. A lot of people are like that too. So if you ever get recommended, make sure you deliver 101%. That way, you bring more business to yourself and you save the person who recommended you from shame and embarrassment and all that. Hope this meets you well. Remember, I've talked about 5 reasons why people buy. We talked about the fact that people buy people. We talked about the fact that people buy because of emotions and justify with logic. We talked about the fact that people buy the solution. We've talked about the fact that People buy because of convenience. And we've also talked about the fact that people buy because of recommendations. We've listed 5 different reasons why people buy. And I believe that you have heard something, you have learned something that you can immediately implement in your online business today. So if you have any questions, what you want to do right now is to drop those questions in the comment section. I will come there personally and I'm going to answer your questions. So feel free, drop the questions based on what I've thought and I'm going to answer you. What should you do next? Stay tuned for more videos like this, more episodes like this, because we are coming in hot. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure that you join our Facebook group. Share this video so that other people can see it. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel where you are watching this, because we have more on the way coming. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in another episode of the Kaizen live series. Take care of yourself.